and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 2nd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Edwards. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Come to my work. We want it. Come to me.
On 2nd down now, it's Alexander. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, it's Alexander. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
30 base.
On 3rd down, it's Pearson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Ready?
53 is the mark. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Put up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Go now. 60 or. Get it.
Off play action. Andrews. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watts. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Back to throw. Andrews. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. McLean, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here we go.
Now Andrews from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Edwards, off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Edwards, looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Edwards operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Edwards. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Soft.
Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's a baby side.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense heading back out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
53 at the mark.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
18 Gator.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
And here's Andrews off the play fake. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Go!
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Shoot!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 70.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defense.
Andrews now to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Andrews. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Watts. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Hopkins, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
53, check 53.
They'll run on 1st down. McLean. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Andrews. Off the bootleg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, You don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On second down, it's Alexander. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Edwards now on third down. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell.
And now look at him go. The 40, 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 66 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. It's complete to Hopkins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Andrews operating from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball. Those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game one? Right. Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you've got the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to throw. Edwards. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now Andrews, off play action. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Denver. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 3. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. On first down, Alexander. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. And that looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Edwards. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Edwards. And he's got it complete to Anderson. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Edwards from the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point up and through, and that cuts this lead down to 13. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it's the San Francisco 49ers who are moving on to the next round as they eliminate the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. McLean. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And here's Andrews from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
60 Pittsburgh. Go.
Let's put that team on the clock. He's crazy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Go now. 18 Gator. There you go. Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll run on first down. McLean. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. McLean. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go!
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 70 Indy.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Let's go.
On first down, Hopkins. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Andrews. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 3rd down, McLean. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
On the double. Right.
53 is the mark.
Here we go. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
50, plant.
Looking to throw. Andrews. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Lucky.
2nd and 13. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bring it. Big rip.
Andrews now, operating from the gun. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Sit up. Ready.
From the gun, Edwards. And he's going to go down again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Hopkins with a quick feet. Breaks the tackle, now rallying. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Andrews. Off the play fake. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On first down, McLean. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 47-yard. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
All day. Bang, 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 down.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLean, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
53 at the mark.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play on. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still third down.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Andrews from the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watts. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. McLean. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Go. 50,
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Target.
Let's go.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
Ready up.
Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back first and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Nose arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave early in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Edwards. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Edwards to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now Edwards operating from the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
I'm ready.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Get it.
To throw is Edwards. On 1st and 10. Gets this one to the tight end, Charles. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Under 10, 10. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pearson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Edwards now throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Let's go.
On 1st down, McLean. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Andrews looking to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Broncos on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And here's Andrews to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Andrews now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he stopped immediately there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. McLean, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. On both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.